Good morning or good evening YouTube, I'm back here with another video, and today is going to be a video where we talk about all the bugs in the game at the moment. So this will not be a completely positive video, to be honest. I am a bit devastated now, not because I lost here. Obviously what you're seeing on the screen right now is the championship finals in the Apex division. Just want to congratulate DaWiener here for winning. Against me, I did not see that one coming, and maybe, just maybe, there is also a reason for that, and we're gonna talk about that right now. Actually, unfortunately, the game has a lot of bugs, and I will be talking about some of them today. And let me know in the comments down below if you've seen any other bugs that we are not talking about at the moment. I just want to say before I get into this rant video here that it has nothing to do with my fight against DaWiener here. I congratulate him. I think he deserved to win. Obviously, he's there now, and it has nothing to do with that. I was already a bit frustrated before this fight here about all the bugs in the game with the heroes that have been released in the past couple of months here. We haven't really had any heroes come into the game without any bugs since basically Kane, I think, maybe even before that. So that's at least 3 or 4 months now, with just every 14 days a new hero with a bug. So that is very annoying. There are a lot of UI bugs, there are a lot of other stuff. And this bug here that we are going to talk about right now is in the championship. Now, first of all here, I saw this screen here when I woke up this morning, and I thought, okay, that's nice. And so I woke up to this end this morning, and well, first of all, I didn't even notice it before someone actually told me that I had been abused to a bug, or can you say you have been exposed to a bug. If you look at the top here, it says 11-12. Now, there are 25 matches in championship, and apparently against DaWiener I only had 23 matches, which means that 2 of the matches were never played. So someone else told me, well, it's just a visual bug. And I can assure you it's not a visual bug, because if it was a visual bug, I would have won the game. And I'm also going to prove that in this video here about why that is, okay? I'm pretty sure that this match here would have ended 13-12 to me in my favor if we had had the last 2 matches. Alright, so first of all, here is my Mundan team. You can see here that they have won 3 victories. That is fine. Now I'm not gonna click on 2 yet, because that is where the bug is. Now the third team here won 4 fights. That's fine. Now my 4th team here, which is a CC team with Reyna on it. I don't have Durga or any Griffin Pet or anything. It had 2 victories. And do notice the last victory down in the bottom here, because it is important for the video. And then the last team here just won a victory, okay? It's not important. Now if we click the second one, you can see what happens, right? Only 3 fights. The last 2 fights haven't been played, and this is the bug. And there's a reason this is a bug, and we're going to deep dive into that in just a minute, because you might have been exposed to this bug as well. This is the first time it happens to me, so this is the first time that I actually kind of see this on my own. So I understand on some other people that this has already been told to the bug support, whatever it's called, right? 2 months ago. 2 months ago this bug appeared. Nobody has fixed it yet, okay? That is not acceptable, man. We are putting a lot of money, we're putting a lot of time into this game here, and to have something like this exist in the game for 2 months is just too much, okay? And we're gonna deep dive into it, because what happens here, I'm gonna show you in a minute, is that this team here, the whale team, because on the defender side, if you have this on the defender side, the attacker will always lose, because you go to 300 turns, and then at 300 turns the match can't end in a draw, so the attacker is always the loser, the defender is always the winner. And in this case here, this team here, it bugs the rest of the game because of the 300 turn limit timeout. The last 2 matches doesn't even get played, so it's like if it didn't exist, basically. And we're also going to deep dive into that now. Another bug here, if you see now, if I click my teams here, I can't even see the last 2 fights, right? Like, I mean, this game here, right? So, yeah. Alright, so let's just go in here. I'm just going to show you again. Look at the bottom team here, and this is just, let's just get it out of the way here, right? Why I think I should have maybe have won this right here. Look at the bottom team, okay? My Mondan team kills him completely. This team completely kills it. My crappy CC team even kills this team, and they have a Marie, they have a Noel, they're both making the team immune to dot damage. This team over here, it has only dot damage, and I still managed to win because it doesn't have any defense, right? Now my crappy team here, it didn't win anything, so that is alright, that is what it is, right? But this team here, I can assure you that my Boreas, my Yaoshi, my Noel, and my Bone Dragon would have absolutely annihilated that team in the bottom there. Because my Boreas, let me just show you my stats because I don't care, right? Look at my speed on my Boreas, 3122, right? 3122. Now look at my Xiaoxi here, 3478 speed. Look at mine, well, how much attack I have. 94k attack. Now, let's go into the fight against him. Let's see his team here. Let's see, it's not this team. Let's see the bottom team down here. How much speed it has. Because I can show you just in 1 second here, right? Alright, so in here, let's see his speed. Well, he has 2 speed more than my Boreas. And that's his fastest character. Meaning, and even my Lydia is faster as well, right? So my Lydia will go first, put the imprison shit on that team, and then his Lydia will go, and then his Mohammed will go, but my Yaoshi will go before the Mohammed though, and he will be using his S2, which is the Terminator boost for my Boreas. My Boreas will then do his S4 into this team here with no defense. They got nothing to stop my Boreas from nuking them because he's doing direct damage. He's gonna nuke them completely. And he's gonna activate my Noel. My Noel is also gonna kill them. Like, there's no way that that team would have won that game, okay? But let's just get that out of the way. That's just that, right? Now, what about the Mondan team? Obviously, I lost the mirror there. That is very nice. But this one hit one and the other one lost. Now, my Boreas team, on the other hand, you're probably questioning, could this Boreas team have won against the Mondan team? Well, I will show you right now. Right, so this is against NCAS, one of the best players in the game in the Legendary Division at the moment. And he's a mastermind, he's very good, he's strong. I'm thinking his team is probably on the same level as the DaWiener. And you can see here that he's using it at the top spot here. So let's see how this goes here. And we're just going to speed it up here to 8 just to see what happens. Can we kill this team composition? Do we even have a chance? Well, it looks pretty good so far. Let's see if we can win this one here. Just a moment. And of course, I might lose this on video here. But let's just see what happens, okay? Because my Boreas team is very strong. As soon as someone dies, my Boreas gets his S4 because of my Bone Dragon. You can see it there. My Lydia goes, they keep dying, but they keep resing. And you can also see here that obviously the Mondan on the opposite side is very scary and very strong. But I don't think he's strong enough on the DaWiener's team to do anything on my team. Let's see here, we can manage to beat him here. We are resting still, we have the Bone Dragon. Everything looks good, we just need them to take a turn so the Griffin buff go away. Let's see, and we just need Mondan to have one more turn and then he's gonna be dead. Okay, maybe he won. Okay, I won, right? So let me just show you another example here. Okay, so here, because I also tried to do it against Weak, who is, if you don't know, the best or strongest players in the game. And I also tried against Ichiran, who is, if you didn't already see it, he's actually in the finals. And he beat Weak, so he might be even stronger than Weak at the moment, which he probably is. And look at this here, just a moment here. So you see my screenshot here, the game box. So I can't even show you, right? But this is the Mondan team that Weak is using. And against Ichiran, it's the same, okay? And the game, again, it bugs. It has a lot of bugs. No surprise. can't even see it, right? It's like Apsara and all of those guys, they went to the hot dog stand and then didn't come back. So that's another bug, but whatever. This is visual, okay? That's a visual bug. I obviously didn't fight against the Griffin like by itself, right? It's just to show you that I might or might not have won the fight, okay? That was a long ramble about that. It's just annoying. Yes, I'm salty. Yes, I'm grumpy, but it's also because this was the perfect opportunity for me to go to the final and play against one of my best friends in the game and someone who I would be friends with in real life also and outside of the game because he's a nice guy, Ichiran. And that could just have been so fun, right? Having that final against him is a once in a lifetime opportunity because we will win it like 20 out of 21 times, right? Anyways, it's just annoying with the bug, and we're gonna go into the bug now because obviously we need to talk about this bug here. We need to talk about why does it break the game and what is wrong with this here. So let's just take a look here at the damage done. You can see my team on the left, you can see his team on the right. You can see all the healing and the shielding thing that Will is doing. That is a lot of healing and a lot of shielding, but then again my Boreas is doing even more, right? Let's go into the fight. Let's go check it out because this needs to be fixed, okay? I don't care if they need to nerf Whale or whatever, they just need to fix this. The interaction here, and I've tried to see this fight here, I've maybe seen this fight maybe, I don't know, 20 times now. Because I really wanted to be sure about what I was telling you in this video here before I watched it. And we're just gonna slow it down here, okay? Look at the enemy team here. Okay, Whale is now dead. He just procced the Guardian of Promise. That is why he got this one here, this immortal effect. That's from the Guardian of Promise that Boreas has on, okay? The other heroes that don't even have any good, like, this is just pretty standard with the thing, right? He has a Bloodshed Crystal on Kalana, for God's sake. I mean, why does he have a Bloodshed Crystal on her, right? That is the level of, like, you know, yeah. Anyways, so now he procced that one. He procced that immortal bot. That has nothing to do with it, okay? Because I'm going to show you in a minute here also a team without Boreas. Now the bug here is, and you can see here how much healing that Whale is doing from his passive effect. His passive effects here says restores 5% of Whale's max HP for all allies when he is attacked by basic attack or active skills. So basically every time Lydia does her AoE or yeah, she does or whatever, doesn't matter how hard they hit, they're gonna like make Will heal the team a lot, right? Let's just see his healing here. We can see it now. We're gonna do an attack and we can see the numbers here, the green numbers. Look for the green numbers. So a more than 100k, right? You see here 107k healing. That is what he's doing, which means to make damage I would need to make more than 100k damage, obviously, to get the HP bar moving, right? Now let's see here. You can see again here Lydia doesn't hit very hard, so it's kind of annoying. She procs the Whale, he heals up a bit, but, and this is the bug here. If you look at the enemy team, they are taking a lot of damage, like high numbers, but they're not taking the damage. It's like the server is not registering the damage. Now these numbers are small, right? But let's take a look at the Noelle here. Noelle is about to get her turn, right? Okay, actually someone died here, so my Boreas will get his turn. So let's just go take a look at Ansi, for example. He's very easy to look at. You can see here he has 88% HP. He has 986k health. Okay, take a look at that health, 986k. Now my Boreas is gonna nuke him. Look at him, look at the numbers. He's taking a lot of damage. That was more than 300k, right? He is at 887k. Right? He didn't even lose 10% HP there. Okay, let's just see one more here. 879. It's the same. He has the same. He's not taking any damage. The number is exactly the same, even on the second follow-up attack from Boreas. So he's not taking the damage. The numbers are there, but he's not taking it. He's not taking it. You can see my My Noelle is gonna come now. Let's see. Let's just, before she does her attack, let's look at him. 887k. Let's look at that, okay? Let's see if we can get her to do her S4 or something. Let's just see here. Okay, we're gonna go it now, I think. Let's see. So Baria's gonna get another turn now. Baria's, because Lydia died, right? 896. Let's just remember that number. Let's look at him. You can see clearly that's a lot of numbers, right? He healed. He healed himself. 904k, let's see. 904k. 904k. He's not taking any damage from the follow-up attack that Boreas is doing. And you can see that Boreas is doing a lot. He's not even, like, it's like the damage is there. But nothing happens on the hero. The HP bar is not moving. Now you can see again here, let's see, Noelle is about to hit him. 904k. 904k, let's see. That's the scare box thing. 904k. 904k. Like, this is the bug. They are taking the hits, but they're not taking the damage. And then you could think like, well, okay, but if it's damage reduction, the numbers would not be that high, right? That would be like maybe 1. If it was the Nikki thing, you know, that buff she does, it would also say 1 HP if they were at the 66% or 34% or whatever it is on her E3, right? This one here, 66 and 33. But they don't even trigger that. Anson never gets to the 66. He stays here, right? Let's see one more. She's gonna hit one more. She just nuked him there. Let's see, 904k. 904k. This is the third time now that Noelle hits him. And his HP is exactly the same. Which means that the server, at least that's what I think it means, is that the server is not registering the damage. We can hit him forever, but he won't take the damage. You can see the damage here. I'm nuking them like crazy, right? 904k. He's healing. He's not taking the damage. He's healing instead now. Like the numbers is going up instead of down. How is like that is so bad designed, man. Who coded this? Come on, someone please get someone in here that knows how to do this stuff here, please. We're putting a lot of money into this game, right? At least we have to know that when we are putting so much money and time into this game, that we also get the value. That we also can trust the system here. Like, he's healing instead of taking damage. He's just healing, right? Like, that's crazy. Let's just, for one more, let's see one more here. Okay, so Noelle is about to get her turn also. Let's see. I think my Yao Shi will probably go first, right? Let's see, just to see, right? Okay, so she's gonna do it now. Let's see, 948. Let's see. Okay, yeah, she hits him a bit. 948. I mean, he took like 60k damage. He never triggers the Nikki thing. Never. And that is why it times out. I don't win this one here, so it times out 300. And then the last two fights, they don't play. Because, well, yeah, the game just kills itself, basically. Now I'm going to jump a bit in it here just because otherwise it's going to be a very long rant video here. But I just want to see, I want to show you something here in this other division that I saw. Now this fight, I thought it was the final here against Scallywag here, yeah. Let me show you this fight here because just so you know that it's not my team, right? We have Advantix here with his Boreas team here and then against this team here that doesn't have a Boreas, right? Yeah, using Kratos instead, but it's basically the same thing going on here. Obviously, Advantix wins here, and this is why I want to show you the opposite example, because I think this is, and I don't know like what triggers it, right? But I'm going to pause the video in a minute, and then I'll be showing you, because we need to get to like turn 120, I think it was. I was watching this fight, right? So basically here in the beginning, nothing really happens. It's the same as my fight here. You can see that nobody is taking damage. They are basically just healing and they're not really dying, right? That is fine. So I'm gonna pause the video now and come back at 120. Okay, so we're back here just before 120. You can see here it's the same as my fight, right? It just goes on and on and on and nothing really happens. The only difference here is a few stuff like the debuffs and stuff like that, right? Now I want you to pay attention here, because what I think happens and what triggers this here is that somehow, and that's probably because Advantix is doing a lot more damage than me with his Noel because of Mohammed. I don't know, but I think that is why. So he triggers it. But if you look at the enemy answer here, he has the 2 Nikki buffs. Now I want you to pay close attention, because he's at 100% HP at the moment, right? So take a look at answer here. He actually somehow takes so much damage, I think, that the Nikki buff, one of them, the first one at 66, gets triggered, and after that actually everyone dies. Okay, look at this here. So you see here, yeah, look at the HP. He's at 50% HP now. So that Noel there, I don't know if you saw it, but she hit him so hard right after the Mohammed had done some stuff, right? Hit him so hard that he actually triggered the 66% Nikki buff. And now I want you to watch when I go away from the screen here, right? Watch how the rest of the team all of a sudden just takes 1,000,000 damage instead. Instead of those low numbers, as soon as Ansel lost that debuff here, you can see the other ones, they still have their 2 debuff, right? We just need 1 on the team, and that was Ansel to get low, right? Look at this here. Now look at this here. So now actually all of the team here, I think maybe, yeah, they still have this, right? But look at the next attack here. You can see here they got low, and then I want you to see the Noel attack here at 124. Let's just see it. There, did you see? That was actually the pet, I think. And here you can see that now he's dead, right? We still have more than 3 allies alive, right? So Whale can't proc, it's not that. But look at the damage here from Noel. It comes in a minute here. You can see that it's like it just opens up after that Nikki buff went away. Look at this. Look at the damage here. That is like in the millions. That was 14 million, that damage, by the way. 14 million. So you can clearly see that it's not about damage reduction, because otherwise he would not have taken so much damage there in the end, right? It to me looks like the bug is the Nikki buff interaction with Whale and the unkillable thing that he has in his passive. Somehow the server or whatever it is doesn't register the damage, so it thinks that you are not taking any damage. But as soon as you make enough damage to get one of the enemies to lose the Nikki 66% buff, then the rest of the team can also take damage. And that to me is crazy. That to me is crazy that it's like that. But that's the bug. That is the annoying bug that I think we have at the moment. So other than that, we also have other bugs, obviously. I'm just gonna briefly talk about them because one of them is kind of annoying, and it is the new Guan Yu hero here. His exclusive tree is bugged at the moment. The cover dice buff here is bugged at the moment. It's not really working. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it take a look at the Kane speed, for example, on defense, and on offense it's the difference, because Kane is going to 2000 speed when the battle begins, and sometimes the game doesn't take that into consideration. Other times it does. If the enemy side has an Apsara but no Guan Yu, then it's only Apsara taking the damage instead of the allies from this effect here. Stuff like that is just like And then the basic attack, apparently it has a built-in effect hit. It has 100% effect hit or something like that. It's not a guaranteed. It says here that it has a guaranteed, but if you go into Trial Arena and you just give the enemies a lot of resistance, they are resisting his long graph here and his celestial mind thing, which is like crazy damage reduction for him in PvE as well, because he needs to apply these here to do a lot of damage. So it's just another bug. I mean, there's too many bugs at the moment, right? There's just too many, and it's annoying that they can't release heroes, especially limited heroes, and heroes that cost a lot of money to get, and we can't get them free. Mondant, he wasn't, like, he had a lot of bugs. Ghoster has bugs now. Now there's another bug here. This new Arcane Gem here is actually useless if you put it onto Guan Yu. Guan Yu is just standing still instead of using his basic attack. He is just standing still and skipping his turns. If you have this Arcane Gem equipped on him, it's crazy. How does that even happen? Like this here, you equip it on Guan Yu and he's just standing there doing nothing because of the Arcane Gem. I mean, who codes this? Come on, please, 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 please. Fix your game, right? I think I'm speaking on the behalf of many players here if I say just take it slowly, don't rush. We don't need more heroes right now. We need a stable game. We need heroes fixed. We need to be able to have fun without any bugs. I also want to show you another bug here. It's from the Liuli yesterday. I don't know if you noticed, you probably did. But the HP burn was bugged. All of a sudden, we could use Ben Austin. He doesn't have an HP burn tag, by the way. And Apsara in the Liuli 7, where you need to use 5 HP burn heroes normally to do damage. Then you could put in the Guan Yu, because Guan Yu's Lungswrath and his Echo that detonates the Lungswrath ignored the 90% damage reduction. So he did, like, yeah, you can see the numbers on the screen, right? Normally we do maybe, I don't know, 60 billion damage. Maybe Weekend Insurance could do 100 billion, I can't remember, I don't know, but I was doing like 60 billion, I think, at max. And then with Guan Yu, all of a sudden now you can use Ben Austin and Apsara. Obviously they will fix this here, hopefully, but it's just, how does it even happen, right? We had the same mistake with Felicia. Like, where she also could ignore the boss mechanics and stuff like that. Like, I mean, yeah. It's just too many bugs, too many bugs. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about all of this bugs here and stuff like that. Have you found any other bugs that I didn't talk about? Please let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to try and make some support thread or whatever it's called on the Discord server. If you find anything, just make them aware of it. I'm sure they are getting bombarded at the moment, but we need them to change the game. Fix it, right? Instead of this homestead thing here, I don't care about this. I just want them to fix the things that are broken, and then the little piggy farm here, it can go and be a little piggy farm. I don't care about it, right? I want the game to be fixed. I don't want to end in a situation where I'm not certain if I would have won or lost this one here. I could also have lost this 14-11, right? It's a possibility, but I will never know because the last 2 fights didn't even happen, right? So that's just not acceptable. It's not, okay? Okay, rant video, have a nice evening, and see you in the next video with some positive light. Obviously, this is just I just needed my thoughts out, okay? Have a nice evening. Cheers. Bye.